Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nazareth 360 Racing, the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 225. This is week 8 from Homestead, Miami Speedway. And I'm sure, as you can tell already, I am not the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. He is off today for the Christmas holidays, and we're going to be joined by Mr. Wesley Outland, the busiest man in all of broadcasting right now, and he is running just a few minutes late because he has another live broadcast that he is finishing off. So you're going to be here with me for the next few minutes, and we are running just a little bit late. So qualifying is we've got about a minute and a half to go in qualifying, but there's really no trucks left out on track right now. Let's see. I think everyone is finished. So Jordan Jurassic was the last truck out on track, and he just posted a lap time that's going to put him on the pole. It looks like. Talk about saving the best for last. He literally did just that. And let's see here. We'll take a look see what tonight's weather is looking like. 73 degrees here in beautiful Miami, Florida. 75-degree track temperature. Should be plenty of grip. Should have no problem getting around this place tonight. And I think this is going to be a good one. Everybody's gearing up for a couple of weeks off for the holidays, and Lord knows they've been fired up in chat all week on the Discord. So I think we're going to see some pretty hard racing tonight. So I'll be excited to see how that turns out. Let's see. We'll wait and run down the grid once everything clears here. Won't be but a few minutes. Miami Homestead. What a great speedway. This is a favorite among drivers. I know everybody I know loves this place. Not a lot of people know they actually have a road course here as well. Pretty fun road course to drive also. But yeah, this place just people seem to love it. It's the kind of track that you can get 2 or 3 grooves or three grooves pretty comfortably here. And so that makes for great racing, especially once the tires start to wear out. All right, looks like we are gridding up here. Let's see if we can get this grid going. I apologize for any names I butcher along the way. There's a reason they pay me to run the cameras and not talk so much. But on your pole tonight, Jordan Jurassic, starting off second on the front row, Luke Smith. MDW on row 2, starting third. Matt Lee next to him. David Painter in starting fifth. Ryan Johnson, Tiny Horse in sixth. Hunt Whittington starting in 7th next to next to Josh Rodriguez. Ed Osborne and Tristan Bruce on row 5. Adam Newton and David Flanagan on row 6. Let's see if we can get you some pictures up here while they're gridding up here. We got Matthew Montgomery and Jonathan Cofield on row 7. David Shepard and Brian Shue, Curtis Banks and Matt Cherry rolling off 18th, Isaac Bevan, Brandon Broadfoot, Adam Lichty and Dane Hagan starting on row 11, and on row 12, Eric Zimmerman and Brandon Schumann. And I think we still have we got a few more here. We got Matthew Cummings and Cody Knott, followed by Nick Sacco and John Freeman, Keith Haney and Raul Meza, and then of course we got race control, and it looks like Shane Trotter did not post a time or get out on the track, so he'll be rolling off last. All right. And the pace truck's rolling away. Get these tires warmed up a little bit tonight. Good to see Luke Smith up on the front row. Nice start for him. It doesn't surprise me. the veterans here are probably going to love this track. This is just an old school racers kind of track. It's, you know, people love tracks that when the tires start to wear, you can move around and find a groove and, pass somebody up high or down low. It just makes for really, really good racing all the way around. Well, these trucks look really good tonight under the lights out here in Miami. There's a reason that they held the NASCAR final race of the season here for so many years. This is a great place. All right, lights are out on the pace truck. Shouldn't be too long now. Got some fast trucks starting towards the back of this field tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how they work their way up through the field. But MDW, who started at the back last week, he's up front tonight. He doesn't have to work his way up through the field. Pace truck's off. Let's get ready to take this thing green. And we are racing. Let's go. MDW slots in behind Jordan. Matt Lee out there on the down low, I should say. Luke Smith's on the outside. Looks like that top line's not working super well right now. Uh-oh. Do we already have a caution out? I believe we do. That didn't take long. I believe that was, big incident back there. Let's see what happened. Oh, who is that? That's a one truck getting sideways there. It caused a big pile up. You got Flanagan involved, Cherry's involved in that. Tristan Bruce is involved. Rodriguez, Lichty. Oh, yeah. Boy, Cherry just took a big old shot in the side. Flanagan looks tore up there. Well, maybe not too bad. Let's see that one more time. I think, the one might have got bumped there by the 3. Got him loose. Hard to tell. Hard to tell if the 3 got him or not. Let's do this. Let's jump back up there, and we're going to go on board with Tristan Bruce this time if we can. It's hard to say. I don't know if he caught him or not. If he did, it was the most minor of touches. Let's see. So that's we got probably about 10 trucks that have pulled into pit lane there, I guess, that have suffered some sorts of damage there. I don't think anyone had to tow though, so that should be they get their work done and maybe tinker with it and beat the pace truck out and try to stay on the lead lap. Your guys up front are Jordan Jurassic in first, MDW Matthew Wood in second right now, Matt Lee in third there, and Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith is on the going to be on the outside row 2 here, as we're starting to double back up here. Looks like everybody got off pit road. No, we still got Adam Lichty and Josh Rodriguez are down there getting work done on them. Guess they didn't want to, just got to get it done when you can. I guess that must have been pretty big damage. All right, let's go back up front here. Maybe we can make it more than a lap this time. They're all bunched up tight at the front. They're ready to go. Pace truck's off. JD's going to lead him to the green flag, and we're green. JD got a nice jump on the bottom there. MDW not as much on the outside. We'll see how that works out for him. He's going to slot in behind Jurassic, I think, there, with Matt Lee and Kermit the Frog going side by side with Tiny Horse right behind them. Man, Jurassic's truck is hooked up right now. Ooh, tight squeeze in up there. Tiny Horse getting in front of Devin Painter. Matt Lee's trying to work that bottom right now. I don't know if it's hooking up for him yet. I don't know if his tires are hot. Man, look at Painter come around the outside, though. Holy cow. What a run. And a big old bump draft. Wow. He gave Kermit a shot there, man. That was a heck of a bump draft there. Man, Painter had a run coming off that high side up there. He's got another one right here. Kermit got out of his way this time. He didn't want that shot in the middle of the turn. Man, Painter's truck is working on that high side already. Holy cow. And at this rate, it won't be long till Painter either burns the tires off that thing or he runs it all the way to the front, one or the other. Tiny Horse tried to slip down to the bottom there, trying to work that bottom groove a little bit and see if that's in for him. Let's go back here and see. We got some action back here. We got them 3 wide back here. Oh, somebody just bounced off the wall there a little bit. I believe that was Matthew Cummings that scraped the wall there. Back up here, Devin Painter is still moving up, and he's solidly in third right now. Just passing Wood on the high side up there to take second. He is absolutely flying right now. Look at this run he's getting. Wow. Man, if he can run that line all night and his tires will hold up there, he is going to be dangerous in here tonight. He seems to be the only one working that line hard like that, too. Jurassic said he's going to get up there and see if it's going to work for him a little bit, see what that high line's got. But Kermit the Frog, well, I tell you what, that high line it really is working right now. Which, you know, I mean, that's not terribly surprising. There's a reason there's black stripes all along the walls around here. Yep, JD's moved up to that high line too now. He's starting to roll up there. Yeah, but he's still taking it down in 3 and 4. He's running the bottom. Let's see if I think he's running the high side, and no, he took it down on both ends. Something just happened to Ryan Johnson at Tiny Horse. Did he? Oh, he dropped way down. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he got down on the apron and he got into the grass, and he had to whoa it right on up, or he was going to wreck it. Man, that's tough right there. Yeah, got down on that apron and slung him down in the grass. Back up here to our battle for the lead. Look at this big shot from Painter, man, right going into the turn too. Whew. Yeah, I don't know how big of a fan they'll be of that shot. There's a time and a place for that. Going into the turn's probably not it. He's going to turn it down to the low side now. Let's see. Oh, man. That truck's working all over the track. Golly, what a setup he's got in that thing. Oh, he got a little twitch there coming off, and Jurassic came right on back by him. Oh, yeah, that's he twitched hard there. That slowed him up. That really took his lap time away there. Now you got Matt Lee and Kermit Frog coming back here. Luke turned it to the bottom there, too, went under Lee. Oh, I love this. We've got these several lanes that are starting to open up and work. It's fantastic. Somebody out in chat saying hello. So, hi. We're still waiting on Wesley. He's a busy man trying to finish up another announcing gig before he gets over here. I'm certainly not the talker of the group. I'm the one that points the cameras. Man, what a... it's just blowing me away, the way Painter's truck is hooked up tonight. I mean, this is the best run I've seen him have all season since I've been here. This being my first season with the C.O.P.S Truck Series in NASRA, but man, I tell you what, he is flat moving tonight. Little three-way fight back here. That one caution there early, but now we've got a nice little green flag run going here now. This is expect from Miami. It's not a track that you should see a lot of. Whoa! Speaking of cautions, that's a 14 again. Cummings into the wall. That's not the first time. He doesn't have a handle on his truck tonight for sure. He is seems to be washing up into the wall there. He's pushing up into the wall. I don't know if he, if he's just tires aren't hooking up, or he just doesn't have the setup to drive the line he's trying to run. It's twice I know that he's gotten to the wall that I've seen. And once that starts happening to you, and you just start grinding on your tires, it just gets worse and worse. You start sliding up the track and turning the wheel, and all you're doing is just chewing the tires up and making it worse. For long, you can't keep it off the wall, it seems like. The only reason I know that's because I am the guiltiest person alive when my car starts pushing. Adam Newton, he's on a nice run. He's up 6 spots already. I'll tell you who's up, though. Nick Sacco is up 18 spots, and Keith Haney is up 19 spots already. Holy cow. That is really moving up the field. Wow. Give them a little TV time for that kind of move up. Got himself into the top 10 here in 23 laps, up 18 spots. Amy back there behind him with that bright colored truck. That's a nice looking livery. Very Miami appropriate colors, actually. Speaking of biggest movers, let's take a look and see who else is a big mover so far tonight. Obviously, Haney and Sacco there. Schumann's up 12 spots. Raul Meza's up 11 spots. They started kind of far back. Meza started towards the very back of the field. He's moving up nicely. And Broadfoot's up 7 spots. Schumann there, set up 12 spots right now, still on the move. Right on board with Schumann here. Gives you a little view of the banking here at Miami. I don't, off the top of my head, know the degrees of banking they have here. Back up front here, see what's going on with this battle. Devin Painter seems to fall off the pace just a little bit. We'll see if that's just maybe a little twitch or a slip or something, or if maybe his tires are fading out on him a little bit. We're 27 laps into a tire run here for these guys. They're probably starting to feel it at this point. This old place will chew up some tires now. Place takes a beating down there in Florida. The sun pounding on it year round like that, and that salty, windy air around there just kind of grinds on these tracks. Oh, that was close right there. MDW almost got into JD. Well, he did get into him, run him up the track, but he didn't wreck him. See if he gives him the spot back. Yeah, he did. Matt Lee's truck seems to be running solid. He's staying right up there with him up front. Nick Sacco and Haney seem to have stalled out a little bit at 9th and 10th. Not that that's really stalling out, considering they're up 18 and 19 spots respectively. But a little harder to start passing when you get into the top 10 up here. Look back here in the field a little bit. Get some. Here's our VP, Cody Knott. He was out there trying to get me sorted right up to the moment of qualifying, or in the middle of qualifying, so I don't know that he had time to get in his best laps. Tiny Horse, after that off-track excursion, man, he seems to be struggling with it a little bit. I don't know if maybe he received some damage bouncing across the infield like that or something, but from a guy that was running up in the top 5 to he's back here at 18th right now, or 19th, and down 13 spots. You would think if he had the speed that it seemed like he did, he would be able to work his way back up. But I don't know. He seems to be struggling back here a little bit. I question whether or not he, maybe he got a little damage, or maybe there was something that we didn't see before he went off track. Maybe he clipped the wall or something, and that's what caused him to run off track, and we just missed that. I don't know. Ooh, who is that? Oh, that's Cody. Oh, that was the guy. Well, I better get the camera off him. I'll end up getting fired for the commentator curse. You don't need that. Oh, but I tell you what, every time I click on somebody, they're scraping the wall. Now, I tell you what, these tires are starting to, you can see these tires are starting to wear. These guys are starting to have a hard time holding on to these trucks. That's several of them we've seen in just the past couple of laps, scraping them off the wall. At this rate, either we're gonna see some pit stops, or we're gonna see somebody put one in the fence for too long and not be able to hang on to it. These two here don't seem to have any problem on their tires right now. But, the thing about tires is it's not about how fast you go. Big wiggle from both of them. Oh, my goodness. MDW had a big old wiggle, and then Jurassic slid right out in front of him, and he got a big wiggle. Yeah, these tires are going fast. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here. I got a feeling that look at that Cheez-It truck. I saw that on in the Discord this week. Apparently they had a shop picture with folks working on the old Cheez-It truck. Problem is, it was AI created, and it had the jack stands under the tires. So I'm not sure that's the way you're supposed to do that, but probably not the safest thing in the world. But no, it was a cool picture though. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm starting to get a little nervous about these tires. Somebody back here is gonna run into some trouble with these tires. As you can see, more and more guys are up there along that top line on that wall. Boy, MDW was side drafting him there, or he just washed up the track into him a little bit. I'm certainly not wishing it on anybody, but I continue to expect to see somebody dropping down the order because they've scuffed the wall good. Oh, we got a caution. Why do we have a caution? I see nothing that caused a caution. Was that was that stage break already? Look at there. That was a stage break. Holy cow. Well, all right. Well, that worked out all right. So they made it to stage break, although that's probably about the extent of the limit of these tires. I'm sure you're going to see everybody coming in and get them some rubber here. So JD with the stage win, that's huge. MDW second overall there. Let's see. Let's look at the top 10 here. Matt Lee, Luke Smith, Devin Painter. Painter hung on to fifth there after running it up front, and he slid back a little bit, but he hung on nicely there. And you got Adam Newton in sixth place. Nice run for him. Jonathan Cofield. That's a name I haven't talked about a lot. He's up here in seventh place, solidly up 7 spots. Matthew Montgomery in eighth place, up 5 spots. And then our two big movers here, Nick Sacco and Keith Haney, rounding out your top 10. Yeah, so that was a pretty good little run there. After that initial little caution, we ran all the way for the first stage. So let's take a look here at the race recap so far. 2 lead changes so far. This is our second caution. Jordan Jurassic is the leader as they head down pit row. And I believe our next stage break will be at lap 75, so 40 laps from this one. Let's pop down here on pit row cam and see who gets off pit road fastest. I'm sure at this place I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't take 4, especially this long into a fuel run. Oh, it looks like Matt Lee. No, did he? Oh, I guess he did. Matt Lee got off pit row first. I thought Jurassic beat him off, but I guess not. That was close. So, yeah, everybody took 4 there. No surprise. Topped it off with Sunoco fuel, I guess. Yeah, no big surprise there. That was, you could tell everybody needed 4 tires there for sure. Let's see here. This is going to be brave of me by myself, but I am going to attempt to pull our stage winner in and see. We'll see if I can pull that off here. Usually that's Jake that does that. I have to condense these team channels down. Give me a second. Oh, I don't know which team channel is that. Maybe that's above my pay grade. I do not see him. I'm sure he's out there somewhere. But we're already double back up here, so I guess we'll save that one for another time, unfortunately. I apologize for that. Too many things to do doing all this by myself. I'm not used to it, especially not commentating. All right, well, we're back side by side here to go back green. JD and Matt Lee on the front row. MDW and Kermit the Frog on the second row here. Devin Painter maintained that position, getting off pit road along with Adam Newton. Good start up there for those guys. Nick Sacco, man, he messing around. Come out of pit road in 7th place. He's up 20 spots now. Keith Haney's up 20 into 9th spot. As we get ready to go back green here. Pit road. Pace car's off, and we're back green. JD with a really nice jump up high. Going to pull down in front of MDW, it looks like. They're going to run that low side here for a little while. Let's see. Now, Devin Painter's truck was flying on the high side earlier on those fresh tires. Let's see what happens here. Hey, looks like we've got company in the broadcast booth. Well, maybe. Yeah, so JD got a nice jump there on that restart, and MDW slotted in behind Matt Lee, Luke Smith. Pretty much status quo right now. Everybody's just taking it easy, getting these. Whoa, we got somebody going around in the back. Looks like that's Brandon Broadfoot. I can't believe that was Broadfoot. Let's see what happened back there. I don't know if he got turned or if he just got loose. Oh, he might have got wiggled. Oh, yeah, he got a little. I think he got a little help there. All right, let's see if we can figure out, is that Freeman that might have helped him along there a little bit? I believe it was Freeman. Let's see. Find old Freeman here.
Hey, Jim, I'm here, buddy. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Hey, no worries. Good to have you, man. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. We've been limping along here on one lame foot, while you were waiting on you to get here to save the day.
I was. My apologies. Blame it on Jacob Reeves wanting to watch Alabama football, right? But I had a basketball broadcast obligation, and I had to do that first.
Well,
and I told them if it'd be done between 9:15 and 9:30. So.
You
nonetheless,
good?
We're watching Jordan Jurassic run away with this thing. I have tried to poke in and look at some of the updates along the way and keep up with what we're seeing here. So we're under another caution.
Yeah. We just had a caution. Brandon Broadfoot got a little help going around back there, but so far it's been pretty clean. We had initial caution on basically lap 1 or 2 right there at the very beginning of the race, and then we went green all the way to the first stage break, and we're just coming out of the stage break here, and obviously I had this caution when everybody was bunched back up again. But yeah, we're off and running. Track's eating the tires up like it does here at Miami. They were getting when they got to the end of that stage run, those guys were all over the track, and you had guys sliding up into the wall all over the place. It was getting a little hairy out there. So this will be interesting, because this is going to be 40 laps on this set if they go all the way to the next stage break. So it'll be curious to see how that goes.
Well, for those that are joining us, whether listening on CRN now or if you are watching, obviously, Stage 1 completed in the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 225. Jim, I feel like I'm sorry, but the advertisement said Portland, Oregon. I thought we were running a road course race tonight.
No, I don't know.
Obviously, so I'm preparing for Portland, and instead it's Homestead, Miami, when I got the notification.
There's probably an airfield nearby. I mean, Portland's on an old airfield. I'm sure there's one somewhere close by here. Nope, no road course tonight. This is just good old Miami Homestead, one of the favorite tracks of the NASCAR circuit, really. Most guys I know love racing this place. So.
Yeah, it looks like Portland will be after the NASRA 500 King of Daytona. And obviously, we are underway with the race tonight at Homestead, Miami. And let everybody know as well, Jim, this is the last race of 2025. This is it right here. We're all taking off for Christmas and New Year's. We'll come back and obviously get ready for the King of Daytona. That'll be on the first week of the new year, and then they'll come back in, I believe, a month's time or 3 weeks' time, and then run that race at Portland as we'll get ready to set up a restart. We're tied. Look at this. He started the race on the pole. He is in the lead. Jordan Jurassic, ready to watch what Jurassic will do, the dinosaur of Nazareth, in the 6th, ready to bring us back to green.
Yeah, you know what we need to do? I think we need to do a crank it up here. They need one. Let's do that.
I call it Feel the Roar.
Yeah, let's do
I don't want to get sued by Fox.
Yeah, well,
it's time to feel the roar as we go to the green here at Homestead. field works their way off of turn number 4 back down the front straightaway. Jordan Jurassic now under heavy pursuit by the 0-4 right there on the inside of him. All this going on as they fight for that position down the back straightaway as we're in Glass Mechanics stage number 2. Keep an eye on Matt Lee. Matthew Lee right there on the bottom trying to set up Jurassic as they work on the high side. Here comes Devin Painter in 99 to do so.
Painter, his truck has been working on the high side tonight, especially on pressure tires. He's absolutely flying. Giving people bump drafts that was knocking them 2 or 3 car lengths ahead. He has been absolutely cooking. Once the tires got worn in a little bit, he's kind of leveled out in 5th place, but he has been absolutely flying around the top side tonight.
Working down the front stretch. Now we see Devin Painter setting his sights on Harris down to the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide for a moment. Look at Painter now up top. Gonna throw a block. He will. That's Montgomery and Smith trying to get into the top 10. Haney, Cofield also. Hey, by the way, Jim, if you want to show the man in 10th, right now 9th position actually, Jonathan Cofield. He is adorning a Cheez-Its tribute truck in memory of Greg Biffle.
Well, and you know what? I pulled up a picture of Greg Biffle and full intention of paying tribute to him before the race, but I got a little rattled when I realized I was going to be by myself, and I did not do it. I forgot to do it, but yes, I do absolutely need to mention Greg Biffle and the tragic loss that is. Just him and his
full and wife and kids and so many other people. 7 people perished in that plane crash at Statesville Regional Airport yesterday. And you know, it's the Christmas holiday season, and you think about your family and your loved ones and your friends, and you know, sometimes we become deluded or we lose track or focus of life until it's something for somebody, someone you know, and then it makes you really, you know, and sadly, it takes something like that to make people realize just how fragile life can be. You know, we all selfishly don't think about it because we live our day-to-days, but definitely you get humbled whenever something like that takes place. Devin Painter, by the way, still staying locked up on the top side in that 99. So we watch, so Jonathan Cofield in the 7th position right now. Again, adorning a tribute truck, the Cheez-It colors of the Biff, Greg Biffle. Right now, back straightaway. Hey, Jim, can you send me an SDK in Messenger if you do that? I don't know if you do that or not.
Hey,
you can keep up with this ticker up top.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right now, we watch the 83. That's Nick Sacco. Man, Nicholas Sacco, I've called many of his races, even for other leagues of years past. Right now, down to the inside of him. 21. All this going on. Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Now just imagine how dangerous he's going to be now that he actually knows what the timing and scoring is doing out there. Then I'll tell you what, go back to the Greg Biffle thing real quick. It hit me hard because I was always a big Biff fan. I was a big Roush fan when all those guys were together. You know, him, Mark Martin, Carl Edwards, and Matt Kenseth. But, I followed Biffle long after his career. I followed him on social media. And here in the past couple days, or past 2 days, about all of North Carolina.
Oh, yes.
But, like he did just cool things, man. Like he did the 12 Days of Biffmas Christmas giveaway every year. on his Instagram and his YouTube, and he would, you know, like he just finished this year's 12 Days of Diffness and gave away his Corvette, one of his, you know, I guess Corvettes that it was like a ZR1 or something. I don't know exactly, but just, you know, just stuff like that. And I mean, just, you know, I was a huge fan of his because, you know, he built his own race cars coming up. You know, he just didn't have somebody paying for things along the way. You know, he was buying his own parts and building his own race cars.
Yeah, man, I think of Greg Biffle and what he used to do in the ASA or the Pro Cup Series when he used to race at Southern National or racing with Randy Renfro or just some of the names that are out there
because he did a lot of that racing out there. Like Harvick and him raced together way back before they got to NASCAR. And, you know, Harvick was probably one of the tough racers.
Well, nonetheless, we go back to what's going on here in this one as we are watching the drivers continue to stay in line and run down Jordan Jurassic. Matthew Lee right there alongside. Here comes now Devin Painter. Jonathan Cofield up the fourth now in that Greg Biffle tribute truck we talked about. Jonathan Cofield, Matthew David Wood. Here he is in the blue and yellow 21 on the inside. Battling now also with Nick Sacco. All this going on as we work our way heading towards lap number 60 of the race. Lap 58 is completed. Jordan Jurassic is still the man that leads away in the number 6 machine. And everybody that's trying to go after him has not been able to get around him there so far, Jim.
No, it's I just pulled this up here real quick just to show us. So we're going to be lap 75 on our next stage break. So coming up not too long, 15 laps or so. And then we're going to have a long 75 lapper to the end. Yeah, JD's been tough all night. I mean, he has stayed up there, and different trucks have come up to challenge you, but he's been consistent. Of course, he's tearing it up this year. Wins already. He's a part-timer. He's not even running a full season this year, but he is absolutely killing it this season. 2 wins. He said he might be better off just to tell himself he's a part-timer just so he can come in and race.
By the way, Raul Meza tonight, career start number 480 for Nasra. As he's on the road to 500, he's the all-time starter of the series. Career start 480 for the driver, Raul Meza, currently right now looking for that first ever win at Nasra competition. Raul Meza currently in the 20th position on the racetrack as we take a look at some of the runners again. There's Raul Meza battling with Osborne's truck.
Yep, and obviously a big sponsor here on the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series.
Oh, Nasra of everything.
Nasra
Pro Caution, man.
Yeah, that's right.
They sponsored the King of Talladega. They've sponsored some other events we've done, Raul Meza, and obviously Surf Pro and Nasra. What a great relationship we've had along the way as we are in Glass Mechanic stage number 2, and right now it is Matthew David Wood finally around Jurassic. We might need to look at a replay to show you how they done it, but they're going to battle back for the lead again off 4.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Jurassic way high opens the door to the inside of MDW. And now Matthew Lee, and now Wood. Throw a blanket over the top 5 or 6. They're all single file from Jurassic to Nick Sacco. Sacco started way back. He's up 22 spots to 5th, coming off 4. He's in that pack for the lead. Biggest movers, there they are.
Yeah, Sacco has had a heck of a run here tonight. I can't help.
Sacco 23 spots to 4th. Haney 19 spots to 10th. Brandon Schumann 13 to 11. Jonathan Cofield 9 to 5. and Hagen now 9-13. You were saying, Jim?
No, I was just going to say, I keep looking at that cheese-it truck, and it just makes me, I've never really root for anyone, but I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing that cheese-it livery win a race tonight, just to, out of respect to Greg Biffle and the fact that hit me hard. I'm not going to lie to you, it really did. That one hit harder than a lot.
Well, it's one of those things where, like what we talked about, and Biffle, man, Greg Biffle went out on his, as far as with his racing career, he went out on his own terms, right?
Yeah.
He retired, became semi-retired. I got the privilege, Jim, there were a couple of races that I'd done with NASCAR where I might have been able to see him in the garage or chat with him or talk to him or interview him, during pre-race or something on the video board. But I really got the chance to really know Greg Biffle during my time of working on the announcing team with SRX, because a lot of people knew he did some superstar racing experience events, and that was the chance to really see the philanthropist, the man, the person. I remember literally when we went to South Boston, I think it was, he did like a special charity deal at Sobo to help raise money for, just even though he was running SRX, so like he literally did special things. And like you said, when Hurricane Helene hit the Carolinas last year, there were people devastated. They could not get any relief, any help. Greg Biffle got a helicopter or got an airplane, and he literally went into the heart of the storm in western North Carolina after the aftermath, if you will, and gave relief to so many people, whether it was foods or clothing or anything.
That was his personal helicopter, and he flew for days and days and days, and he flew into some really dangerous situations, power lines hanging down and trees, and where he was trying to drop stuff to people that were in extremely hard places to get to. Like I said, I was following all that, just on his social media because I followed him, and he was posting videos of it, and just, and you could just see the joy, and he loved doing it, you could just tell he loved it. But, he was just a cool guy. Like when you got to meet him at the SRX stuff, that's when he really shined, because once he got away from the pressure of NASCAR, the rest of that stuff was fun for him. And, and he just, that's when his personality came out,
Well, we're closing in on the halfway mark of this one here tonight from Homestead, Miami. Jordan Jurassic, MDW, Matthew David Wood, Matthew Lee, Ryan Johnson, Nick Sacco, top 5 as we continue to watch these guys work their way towards the halfway mark. The final race of the 2025 fiscal year. I'm not saying that it's the end of the season, because obviously all of the NASRA leagues on Monday, Wednesday, Friday all transition to continue in 2026. But with that being said, though, this is the final race for NASRA, Jim, of 2025, and it is here at Homestead, Miami. And we are seeing we're being treated to a good race right now. A quiet race, only a couple of cautions, if that, and 70 laps heading into halfway for this one.
Been a good year for NASRA, man. Full fields,
Oh yeah.
Good racing, a little bit of drama. Gotta have a little drama. Drama's good. A little action. I like it. But or as Jake would say, a little beef. But it's been a fantastic year. I'm thrilled to be here with NASRA. It's been a real blessing. Great people run this league. It's a great league to participate in. Just been fantastic.
Yeah, I want to say it's been a fun time. We've enjoyed, obviously, working with you and Bigglestein Hopton, Jacob Reeves, the Redneck announcer, myself as the as Jacob calls me, the chief announcer, the veteran anchor of NASRA. Going on what will be my 4th year. Next season, I guess it'll be. I can't believe, honestly, it's been that long. I look at time and I'm like, where the hell did it go? Like literally, Jim. And but I will tell you this. NASRA has a very special place in my heart. A lot of people don't know, but when NASRA first got kicked off the ground, I was involved in it. I was a part of it, but I came up with the name. The name I created, they ran with it. Obviously, I didn't operate the day-to-day operations, but I had a lot of insight to do with it. I remember when me and Derek Fulton, somebody that's not even a part of NASRA anymore, but I remember when me and him at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning during COVID, during the summer, Jim was just staying up late one night and working on rules and working on ideas and coming up with the logo. And Brady LaBeouf, Cody not taking anything away what the McKinnons did, but they took it to another level. And I say this, and I don't say it because I'm the mouthpiece of the series halfway, by the way, and this is season 11.
That was right there.
Look at this crossover move for the lead. My goodness,
this is for
Jurassic
the
and Wood
stage
and
right
Johnson.
Here. This is the stage lap.
This is it for stage number 2. We'll keep an eye on it. But what I was going to say is it's been phenomenal racing, and it has just been great to see what Brady LaBeouf, Cody Nott, and everybody with NASRA have done. I think the sky's the limit. Cross the line. Here comes Jurassic. He will win stage number 2. Had to fight for it, but he got it as the caution comes out again at the end of the stage.
Tiny Horse got by MDW there for 2nd place. That was a nice little run by Tiny Horse there. Nice little move to pull up into 2nd.
The Cheesehead out of Salem, Wisconsin. Looking, by the way, Ryan Johnson for his 42nd career win. He has 41. And obviously the all-time winner of NASRA, where it started in this series, the animal Keith Bradley from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. 49 career wins. Colin Weatherholt with 46. Ryan Johnson, who finished, by the way, 2nd in stage number 2 here at Homestead, looking for his 42nd career win. He's 3rd on the all-time win list. I got a feeling, Jim, everybody is coming to pit road here in just a moment.
Yeah, these tires, they give up. In fact, they got 5 sets of tires tonight just because of how tough this place is on tires. So everybody seems to be going from stage break to stage break so far. So everybody's going to have a nice little collection of tires going towards the last half of this race. Be really curious to see how they use them, Yeah, I'm sure somebody's going to hold on to a set for the last 15 or 20 or whatever if a caution comes out. Heck, we had people last week that were pitting for tires during the green-white checker. It got so bad. We had, I think we had
pit stops are going on, man. Here they go. They're ready to come in.
Everybody. All right, let's set up down here and we'll see who gets off pit road first. Obviously, Jordan Jurassic's going to be in the number 1 pit stall there.
Pit stops galore. We watch them enter, exit. Let's watch and see what goes on as we are again in that final stage. Coming up, race on, race off pit road. Here comes the cavalry. Here comes Matthew Lee. Will he beat him out? No, he will not. Jurassic, I think, got it.
Tiny Horse.
Ryan Johnson got it. Wow.
Yeah, that was close.
Bad.
Yeah,
yes, sir,
Horse.
it was.
That's impressive. That was a good pit stop by Ryan there. Well, you can see it right there if you look at the. Let me see. We pulled that up for the folks here. I tell you. Oh, I can't this one. The pit times. I was going to say the difference in 1st and 2nd place off pit road there was the time spent in the box, how fast he got in and out of his box and everything. Tiny Horse had a half a second faster pit stop, and that's what got him out in front.
Well, we're going to step away and take a break. Third stage coming up from Homestead. It should be a good one. We're back in a moment.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3444.
We are back. Just back underway here, green flag. We are waiting on
I don't know what happened.
There we go.
I don't know what happened, dude. I started dinging at 5,000.
All right. We are back. We're good to go.
I was like, well, this is not normal. Dinging at 5,000 MS, that's not normal. So. I don't even know what that means. Ain't that 5,000 megabytes per second or something, or milliseconds? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's over my head.
I don't know. All I know is I was in the red, now I'm back green again. We're back underway, by the way. We're green flag. This is the third final stage, your final stage of 2025. Here tonight at the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 225. Hey, by the way, Jim, I don't know if you've ever been to Daytona, but man, if you ever do, go down to Daytona, or if you haven't, you've never been, Millie's Restaurant and Catering, right near the World Center of Racing, man. Check it out. They got awesome food. I mean, they have a great place. What an awesome restaurant.
I have been to I've not been to Millie's now, and now I have to go to Millie's.
Yeah. It's like literally adjacent to the racetrack. You can't miss it. You know that shopping center across the road from the Speedway?
When you come out of the main entrance? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cannot beat it. Great food at of course, Millie's Restaurant and Catering. And guess what? The word catering, they can do catering. You could have your food catered to the racetrack. I mean, they do all sorts of great things. It's I mean, you can't beat it on Daytona Beach. I mean, literally, I got friends of mine that are going to WKA. They're going to WKA Card Week, and I told them, I said, listen, it's right near the Speedway. You would be crazy not to go there. And we got trouble. Look out, the 94. Is that Zimmerman?
Yeah, that was a replay, though, but then no caution came out from that.
Oh, the 94 with an issue. It's no yellow flag, though, for Eric Zimmerman as he'll go behind the wall. Meanwhile, Jurassic and Johnson play patty cake for the top spot. Tit for tat for 1 and 2. That's now MDW. Matthew David Woodwatch is on as they go back into 1 and 2.
Yeah, we're going to see. I'd be curious to see if he kind of plays it a little easy on this stage here and holds onto his tires a little bit to see. He's been pushing them a little hard. Speaking of tires, where is Devin Painter now? Oh, he's way back. Oh. Yeah, he got so far back. He was running well there, even when you came onto the broadcast. He must have slipped back during that last run, and I missed it. Wow. That's a
85 of 150 laps. If you're keeping track, we're 65 to go. And we're watching now Ryan Johnson leading the way.
Yeah, let's take a
Currently
look at-
over Jurassic.
This is our lap leaders for tonight. Jurassic obviously dominating the laps led tonight. At this point,
We got a caution.
We do have a caution.
We got a caution, and it's not for Eric Zimmerman, as we mentioned at lap 81. There's another incident on track. We'll find out what happened, and we'll show you a replay of it. Whoever is in the 29th position, I can tell you that much. And that is Curtis Banks, 70, yeah. And the 52 of Brandon Schumann. I think it's Curtis Banks and Brandon Schumann getting into one another. Let's watch it again.
That's Flanagan right there.
Oh, Schumann, there it is. It's Brandon Schumann at 52. So I was half right, half wrong. I said Schumann and Banks. So there you go.
Let's see what happened here. Oh, he washed up the track a little bit there.
We might need to look at it from a different angle.
Yeah, this is where you missed Dean. He's so much better at the angles than me.
You're fine. Just change up your camera. Here we go. Let's see if it was that truck right there, the 44, right rear hooks him. Dana Shepard into Schumann. That's what caused the accident.
Well, interestingly enough, we've got some guys at the back of the field pitting here too. Let's see. All right, let's go on board here with Shepard and see. I mean, he clearly drifted up into Shepard. Shepard was all the way up next to the wall. You know, I can't say that was on Shepard, short of seeing him coming and lifting. Yeah, we got some of the guys at the back of the field here went ahead and decided to pit there. Painter and Flanagan, which Flanagan had some issues earlier. I guess all these guys are getting some work done. That's what they're doing.
Well, yeah, they're taking the DVP, damaged vehicle policy time clock, if you will.
Yeah.
And I will say this though, man. You said they're getting 5 sets of tires. Take advantage of them if you can. Use a set. If you can use a set, use them.
Yeah, I would say this is a good spot.
Now.
I would say this is a good spot to put on, a set if you're down there. Just work your way back up through the field if you're getting that damage fixed up, and put your set on, get you some fresh tires, and move back up through the field and get yourself in a spot so you can be competitive for the end of the race.
And we're not done yet. There's still plenty of racing left to go. I know, audience, we're in that third and final stage, but there still is obviously plenty of racing remaining. If you look at the lap counter, 62 remaining under caution. Field will get ready to come back for a restart. We're glad you're joining us. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah, indeed. This is been a good start to the season now. Early Christmas break here. I don't know about you guys on Monday nights, but this truck series over here, we've been having some good racing on Friday nights.
Field back for restart. Ryan Johnson on the gas as we go back to green. Lap 90 of 150 complete next time by. Closing in on 60 to go. Yeah, we've had NASRA has had a phenomenal season in all of the classes, for sure.
Yeah, we've had some just insane racing over here. I haven't had a chance to work any of the other broadcasts, but And then I do want to mention at some point in time we need to talk about the endurance series too. I've got a flyer we can show.
Yeah, the Prosper Engineering Endurance. It'll start on January the 20th, bi-weekly, and then of course also the next broadcast will be the Speed Week, January the 4th through the 10th, and that'll be the NASRA 500 Daytona, King of Daytona, presented by Blanchard's Towing and Recovery. And that'll be the first race officially of 2026.
Ooh,
I mean, we in
Jurassic.
Homestead come back after Christmas and New Year's and have another big shebang as well as Jurassic and Johnson battle stride for the lead. Here comes Lee, and so is Wood watching on as they go in turn 2.
Man, Jurassic, I think Tiny Horse might have got into him a little bit there, but man, he held on to that thing. That truck got sideways on him right there. That was some good driving to save that. It's good. Let's take that back here 3 wide, would you?
So somebody in the chat said from New Edge Simulation, I think they said the other announcer needs to speak up. Can't hear him. I don't know if they're talking about me or
my guess is it's probably
was
your
that
mic.
from earlier before I arrived? Maybe it was before I arrived.
Oh yeah, they might have thought there was 2 people in here, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably you because my mic's pretty loud actually.
Yeah, and normally, I mean,
There you go. I got you set
mine.
up. Well, I didn't have a chance to do a sound check either, when you came in.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I was coming in hot as I told somebody.
Indeed.
Can't believe Cody or well, Brady's not here. I think Brady's off, but I know Cody was off doing some things too with his job. So,
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to do a recording. I'm like, nah, I got it till he gets here. We'll be fine,
yeah, I just had to get through. Just had to get through the basketball broadcast. I actually, I don't know if you knew this or not, Jim, but I purposely done the games mobile. And what I mean by that is like I'm seeing a live video feed. They're sending me a video feed in real time. I'm calling the game in real time, but I'm literally calling it from my studio at home. And so Cody's, I said, man, as soon as the game's over, I'll transition and call the race with Jim. I said I was thinking between 9:15 and 9:20. Some things happened at the end where it prolonged it to 9:30, but all I had to do was disconnect, connect, go with you, bam, ready to call it.
Yeah, no, it was all
As we
good.
watched the leaders.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure I wasn't the most exciting to watch for the first 30 minutes or whatever. I mean, but we got it done. We got the racing out there live. That's all that matters.
Do what you got to do, man. Not a problem at all as we are heading towards the finish of this one.
Yeah, rapidly
The
approaching
race
100
volume,
laps.
no. He says the race volume was just loud.
Oh, okay.
It might have been the camera angles at the time. Thank you, New Edge.
Yeah, that happens too. Some of these cameras are a lot louder than others. That's very true.
But we're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Well, we were. Now we start slicing and dicing for positions again as we go back into the corner with Jordan Jurassic back to the lead over the Tiny Horse, the Cheesehead from Salem, Wisconsin, Ryan Johnson, Florida Cabinet Distributors. And we got a caution. The caution is out. There's a yellow flag. Dana Shepard has crashed as we head towards lap 100.
Yeah, we're going to cross the 100 mark here under caution, I believe. Oh.
Oh, there he is. Yep, that's Dana Shepard. So here's the deal. He was below the apron. Did he stop?
Let's see. All right, let's see. I want to see what happened here.
There's contact.
Who is that?
Oh, is that the number 80? No, to the 00. That's the 00 into the 44. So that is the driver of the 00 of Huck Wigginton.
Okay. Yeah.
Huck Wigginton into Dana Shepard. So.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he just pushed up the track there and just pushed right into him there. I don't know. I was wondering, since the 44 was involved in that earlier incident, I was wondering if there might have been a little something there, but I don't think it was. Oh, a little trickery there. How Jordan Jurassic went down pit road. Everybody faked it in there. Let me see here.
Oh, boy. Check this out. I don't see any reason for anybody to pit right now. I just really don't, because they pitted, what, 20 less than 20 laps ago. Lap 77, we saw them come down pit road. Okay, maybe some other guys in the top 10 did. Lap 87, they pitted. Cofield, Chew, they're coming down pit road. Jordan Jurassic just pitted.
Well, that was the
but
one.
These other guys ain't pitting yet.
So they pulled a little faker there. Let's see. So if you watch right here, let's see if I can get this on camera. So if you watch the leaders coming down here, so Jurassic is going to come, and then everybody kind of fakes behind him like they're coming, and then no, everybody peels off and doesn't come. So Matt Lee came. He was the next one to come. So that was interesting. That's a tough spot. When you're in the lead, sometimes, it's hard to make that decision. Do you come or not? They got 3 sets of tires to go. We got 50, basically 50 laps left. They got 3 sets of tires. Why not put one on here? That's going to leave you at 2 sets. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Plus, it could put you on a good fuel cycle, too, I don't know. That's interesting. I can see it going both ways. Jake and I have we always have a healthy debate about strategy, because he and I we drive different. He likes a tight car. I like a loose car. We think different on strategies and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun to go back and forth like that. I don't know. If I'm the leader, I might pit there, because it's hard to tell. If you don't pit and everybody else does, you're hung out to dry.
You're exactly right.
You're fixing to be in 30th spot in about 10 laps. So I don't hate that call. Again, we got 50 laps to go basically at this point. That's 2 sets of tires. That's fine. He's going to be good. The problem is he's marred in the middle. He's marred in the middle of the field, though. That's the problem. Something happens now. He's back in 14th spot. That's the real problem.
Back underway. 100 laps completed. This time by a century grind with 50 remaining on the year. And we have another caution.
Whoa, that didn't take long.
As fast as we went to green, we are back under yellow. Wow. Brandon Broadfoot, first-time winner of NASRA in the Cup Series Wednesday night from Chico, California, has crashed in the 22 there, Jim.
I'm pretty sure he was involved in one earlier. I don't know if it was on him. Oh, that was on him for sure.
Wow.
It twitched on him, and then it caught. When he corrected it, it caught, and that was it.
Picked up the win for his first ever NASRA victory.
That's
on
awesome.
Wednesday night. He won at Talladega, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's wow. That's a good place to have your first win too. Especially, Jake doesn't call Wednesday nights, does he? Because if Jake was there, I know Jake was super excited because he loves Talladega so much. So now, interestingly enough, all those guys who didn't pit 3 laps ago are pitting now. Well, not all of them, but several.
Yeah, so it kind of makes you think those other guys went for like an undercut, if you will. And they're like, okay, now we have to come down pit road because we feel like we need to take on fresher tires to hang with these other ones.
Well, let's see. So where is that now? Jurassic is the second. No, well, Jurassic's got the freshest tires, and he's in 7th place with the freshest tires. You got Freeman up there that's got 10-lap older tires in 4th place. I mean, I like where JD's sitting, on essentially fresh tires. He hadn't even worn the new off of him yet on that caution. So, I mean, I don't hate that. I don't hate that move, and especially with the fact that we're racking up a few laps now under caution, which is keeping the tires fresh. And so now we're going to have, he's going to have 45 laps or so with 2 sets of tires. Again, I think he's sitting good. What I do like is that the guys now that pitted behind him are significantly behind him. Like he's got a gap here.
Well,
did anybody take fuel only? Yeah, Tiny Horse came in. No, it wasn't Tiny Horse, was it? It was Huck Whittington. Is that right? Let me see. Let's pull up the old pit stop stats and see. Top 12. Let's see. Adjust the numbers here a little bit on this. See if we get us a little bigger shot of the field here. Let's see. 20. And most guys that pitted, fuel only, Raul Meza, fuel only, Huck Whittington. Yeah, everybody else was 4 tires. Just checking to see. I didn't think anybody was going to do any crazy 2-tire thing at this point. That would have been no need to do that. I do. Have you been using these stat things with Dean? I know Dean's got them now too. Has he been using them? The fastest
little black boxes on the bottom of the right. Yeah,
well,
I've seen him use them. Yeah, I've seen those.
I know he picked them up the other day. He's got them too. So yeah, it's neat little stuff. Just add something to the broadcast a little bit. This is fastest, the best 5 laps of the race.
White. As the field comes to the line with 46 remaining. Next caution, we will give you the details about the NASRA 500 King of Daytona presented by Blanchard's Towing and that Prosper Engineering Endurance. That'll be on Tuesday nights bi-weekly beginning on January the 20th. As right now, we see a new front runner, the number 3, Tristan Bruce from Denver, North Carolina, up to the top spot, leading and gone now with closing in on 45 to go.
Wow, yeah, we haven't spoken about him at all tonight. He's been a consistent front runner this season, and what do you know? Less than 50 to go, and he's up front.
Driving that Charlotte Fence Buildings number 3. Working off the corner, coming off of turn at number 4. He's also a Donnie. It looks like a special tribute, Forever 16 for Greg Biffle.
Oh, nice.
That's right now, Tristan Bruce, Kermit, Luke Smith now down to the inside. Here comes Kermit the Frog. 83 up there, Florida Cabinet Distributors entry, and there goes
that lead.
0-4 with a push by Matthew Lee. He's got friends, John Freeman on the outside as they have a shower of sparks off against the safer barrier in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Freeman gave him a little bump there, and I think drifted up into the wall because of it, but I don't think it hurt him any.
Remember, series of NASRA will take off for Christmas and New Year's. We come back Sunday, January the 4th through Saturday, January the 10th with the second annual NASRA 500 King of Daytona presented by Blanchard's Towing and Recovery. And then, of course, after that, we all return on the 12th for regular activities for the 2026 season, or should I say the 2026 fiscal year, and the resumption of the seasons already in play. Right now, John Freeman, there's a look at that 42 after bouncing off the wall. He sits himself now in second, trying to run down Matthew Lee.
Yeah, they're stretching it out just a little bit up there in the front. I'm a little surprised by that, but we got some people up here that have not been up front tonight at all. Freeman and Flanagan was in a world of trouble earlier. He was involved in a big crash earlier, and he's gotten his damage tightened up. It looks like he's running up front, but here comes JD on those fresh tires. Look, he's just motoring around the outside there. He's coming and coming.
Single file as they're working back to the turn. There's Jordan Jurassic, and now setting his sights on Luke Smith. He's in fourth. All this going on down to the inside. Look at the Flanagan, the green 31. Opens the door to Adam Newton. Here comes the 19.
Yeah, JD's had a strong truck. I mean, he's just driving by these guys. I mean, some of these guys he's passing pitted at the same time he did. So they've got the same tires he does. Now he's fixing to start getting into the guys that have older tires. But, I mean, he's been just so strong. Oh, another big bump there. What a save. Oh, my gosh.
Well, that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, I need to go back and see that.
We're going to set up a replay to show it to you as we stay green. Look at this again. 3 wide. Flanagan up the middle. That's Jurassic and, boy, Smith. Look at Newton. Look at Johnson. Yeah, we could have had some trouble right there.
Yeah, that's well, I'm waiting to see where it happened out here.
Right there. Was it right? Yeah, no.
No, I must have jumped back too far. This thing flew backwards on me. I tried a little trick and it might have bit me there.
You might have went way ahead.
Well, I shouldn't have. No, here. Is this it? I don't know. I apologize, folks. Back to live action here.
Live pictures.
I need to
as we
train,
close to the end of this one.
with Dean. Actually, he is the one that trained me. We worked together for another broadcasting company when I first started, and he was. I'll never forget the first night they turned the camera controls over to me, and he was whispering in my ear the whole time what to do while we were live on the air. It's like, just look for that button over there.
Like 3 wide. Look at Luke Smith in the middle.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't want to be in the middle there. Ooh.
Boy, what a thread into the needle by Jordan Jurassic to keep it off the wall. Now he'll close in on Newton and Flanagan for those spots up ahead on the high side. Closing in on 35 to go here at Talladega, here at Homestead, Miami.
You're stuck on
Talladega
Wednesday
was
night
Wednesday.
still. Right.
Talladega was Wednesday.
Oh, isn't it funny how you do so many of these you don't even know where you're at sometimes?
I feel sometimes. I'll be honest with you. I prepped and prepared for a Portland race, and it's actually the race after New Year's. So
yeah, that's funny because you couldn't be any more opposite than this in Portland.
Yeah, Portland's a totally different animal.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of excited to see these trucks at Portland, if I'm being honest with you. That's going to be quite interesting. You know,
Under 35 to go, as we see now.
Indy cars, you know, when you think of Portland, you don't think of stock cars. You think of Indy cars.
Oh, no, we've done races at Portland. That's a fun little racetrack. It really is. I like Portland International. It's a 1.5 miles, but it's a fast 1.5 miles racetrack. I mean, you can get around those 7-8 turns quickly. For sure. Fun place. Hey, let's throw up the flyer since we kind of have a little calm period.
Yeah.
Here's the details on the King of Daytona coming up. That's our next broadcast. Woo! Yeah, that's a big graphic.
I didn't have a chance to put it up. Jake sent it to me after the broadcast started, so you just have to give me a second here.
He's going to test it, and then we'll show it to you in a moment.
There you go.
On the screen, and there is the details on the NASRA 500 King of Talladega. No, that's the old one. Oh wow, yeah, you got the old flyer. You got the wrong flyer.
Oh, that's what he just sent me.
Oh,
he sure did.
He's off in La La Land.
Yeah, well, you know, that's Jake for you. No, that's what he just sent me. Yeah, so
Wow.
I do not have that one. I have the other flyer, which is the,
You have the Prosper
yes,
Engineering.
I went and got that one myself, but yeah, so that
There you
starts
go,
January
yeah.
the 20th. 2-hour endurance races. I tell you what, man, when my schedule clears on Tuesdays, I've got a 10-week series starting right around the time that does. But once that clears, I'm going to jump in and race a couple of those races, I think. I love road racing.
It's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to working them, obviously. And Joshua Suss has done a phenomenal job creating what has been a very fun, endurance racing, right? I mean, normally there's like a set amount of laps for something we're doing, like for these trucks. We're closing in on 30 to go. But Jim, for an endurance race, man, you got 2.5 hours or 3 hours. And he's planning to do like a 6 hours of Le Mans race later on in the year.
I love it.
And it blows my mind how much response has been positive on doing this,
people
man.
love
I'm
that
telling
stuff,
you,
man. People love it. I tell you, I would love to see. I don't know if he's going to do this or not, but like if you can speed the time up in iRacing to make things go by faster. So you could do a 6-hour race, but make it span over an entire 24-hour period. So
it's like morning, there's
afternoon,
afternoon,
so you go
there's
through the
night.
whole you go through the whole cycle in 6 hours, and that is so cool, man. I hope he does that. By the way, I just want to let Jake off the hook. Jake is not the idiot here that sent the wrong flyer. Jim is the idiot who Jake sent me that flyer back in November so that I could post it, and it was the next thing in line in this thing, and I downloaded it when I was by myself there earlier, and I messed up. So that was on me.
So you do have it. You do have it.
No, I don't have it. I don't have it. I haven't. No, I do not have it. If you can find it and send it to me, I'll be glad to post it.
I'm gonna look for it
as we ride along here with Matt Lee, comfortably running out front right now. I tell you what, though, Tiny Horse has worked his way all the way up to second place, and he's got the freshest tires up there at the front now. So Jurassic kind of slowed after he got bumped off the track back there, and his progress kind of slowed up a little bit. He's back up to fourth, but he got kind of marred back there around 6th or 7th once he got bumped off the track, and now we see Tiny Horse up here. We got Freeman was trying to make a pass on JD right there. I wonder if he might have picked up a little rear wing damage or something in that, because he just seems to be a little off now.
Check your Discord messenger, and you should have it, my friend.
All righty.
I just sent it to you, so you'll have it. Nonetheless, races are coming down to the end here as we are moving to the finish with 25 to go and a couple of more circuits.
Well, weirdly enough, it's not coming through.
Sus, can you show me the Le Mans save the date? I don't know. I didn't know there was a Le Mans flyer. I don't even have that one.
No, I don't.
Check your messenger. Check your messenger in Discord.
Yeah, it's not coming through. It's just a gray box right now that says forwarded.
Why?
I don't know.
Man, this Discord can be a pain in the you-know-what sometimes,
Right.
telling you.
Well, especially when you're as old as me, I'm already technically challenged as it is. I'm one step away from Fred Flintstone's camera, with a little bird pecking the pictures out in it.
Oh, all right. So let's try it this way. Check the broadcast chat. Is that what they call it? The broadcast chat?
I call it the bubble chat, yeah.
There you go. You'll get it now, my friend. I promise. Stand by. There it is. Whenever it goes through.
There it is. Yes. Now I've got it. Now I just got to I just got to work it in there, and let's see. We'll save
25 remaining, by the way, as the laps are winding down here at Homestead, Miami, with Matthew Lee now leading.
I tell you what, man, there might not be another pit stop here.
I don't think there will be. This might be the settling of the race unless we get a late race caution.
Well, something we have not tested is how far these trucks will go on fuel tonight.
Oh, wow.
The longest that we've run so far is 40 laps, and that was in the second stage. And, tires were shot by 40, but we didn't have any fuel issues. So I don't know how far these trucks will go on fuel. I don't know if they'll make 50 laps. Some of them will have to go 52, 53, and you got guys that are going to have to pit like Tristan Bruce. He pitted on lap like 77 or something.
Right.
Freeman, 87. Those guys are definitely going to have to pit for fuel. Ooh, I tell you what, this could get really interesting with that strategy out there. I would think 48 is in the doable range since they did, 40, no big deal for the stage break.
I really believe they could go the distance. I really do. I don't see anybody stopping now. If we get a late race caution, I think will we
even the guys on 87.
Yes.
Even guys like Freeman.
I think they're going to be okay. I really do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I do. I think they're going to be all right. I think they can go the distance, bud.
Wow. That's that'll be interesting. If that's the case, then it's just going to be a tire issue, So we'll see.
If they do not get a late race caution, I really believe these guys can go to the distance. Now, I don't know if you do it with Jacob or not.
No, the 87s are pitting right now. Isaac Bevan
Wow.
and Tristan Bruce are pitting. So that clearly would say that they do not think they can go the distance, and they're going to get it done now so that if this thing – there's the leader coming in.
He's coming down pit road.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now, when did he last pit? Did he pit at lap 87 as well?
No, he
Other
was –
guys pitted at lap
98. He was a 98 guy, yeah.
So I got to wonder if something's wrong with his truck. I got to wonder if something's wrong with Matthew Lee.
I think it's tires, man. I think that the tires are – he's coming to get that last set to be good for the end, I think. I really don't
Yep.
I will see.
Tires going on.
Yeah, we'll see because this isn't just a splash and go. He's clearly taking 4 tires.
All 4, yep.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if this is an undercut strategy before anybody else comes down pit road.
Oh, I think so. I think that's exactly what he's doing. I think he thinks that eventually they're all going to pit, especially if there's a caution, and then he'll get back on the lead lap and stay out there, and he'll be back up at the front. We'll see.
Under 20 to go. By the way, real quickly, Premier Racing Setups 20 to go.
Yes.
Big thanks to them. Premier Racing Setups 15% off at checkout. Mention NASRA, you get it 15% off your order. 15% off of your 15% goes back into NASRA's pocket. Is what I meant to say.
Yes. But that's not really in Nazareth's pocket. All that really just goes into payouts for drivers and broadcasting and all the wonderful things that happen here in Nazareth.
Right. Yes.
I mean, if they wanted to kick me back, no, I'm kidding. I'd take 15%. No, that money's well used in this league. They take care of us as broadcasters. This is a great league all the way around.
Time running out. As we're at 17 to go.
So
will we see green
Matt Lee
flag
just
pit
unlapped
stop?
himself.
That's the question.
Matt Lee just unlapped himself. That's huge. He just got by the leader and unlapped himself. So that's going to be really big. Even if a caution comes out now, he's safe.
There's Johnson. 15 to go. And you got to wonder, too, if there's a strategy also to it, maybe, Jim, of slowing down to try to save your tires, to try to save your fuel. Maybe that's what Johnson's doing right now. Look at how way off the pace he is.
I mean,
As
he may be.
I mean, he's really slowing down here.
But who is that on the side of him? That's another guy unlapping himself.
That was Kermit the Frog. That was 83, Luke
Yep.
Smith.
So Luke is now unlapped himself. So the next car that would be unlapping themselves would be Devin Painter. Where is he?
Which is the Exide Batteries 99.
Yeah, that's my number too, by the way. Love the 99. So that may be correct that he's trying to save his stuff, but you also got to bear in mind at this point he's running on 40 lap old tires. Those tires are horrible. You're going to be 2 seconds off the pace. This place eats up tires, and he's on 40 lap old tires. You're going to be 2 seconds off the pace. So guys with new tires are going to be 2 seconds a lap faster than you. What did Matt Lee? Yeah, look, last lap by Matt Lee and Kermit the Frog, 33.57 and 33.98. And Tiny Horse's last lap was 34.99. So, and even slower on that lap. And I'm not saying he's not saving, but if he is, everybody up there on those old tires is saving because they're all running the same lap times. So I just think that that's the speed of the tires at this point.
There's your flyer that you were wondering about for the 6 hours of Le Mans.
Oh.
I just sent it to you in the broadcast room. So we'll go over all of those flyers in closing before we get off the air here in a moment.
Yeah.
After 12 to go. Right now, still green flag racing. Everybody's still staying in line,
Oh, they're
playing
pitting.
nice.
They're pitting. Raul
And-
Meza's
yep.
pitting. Adam Newton's pitting. He was up in, I don't know, 7th or 8th, something like that.
But not the leaders, not the front guys.
Not yet.
You're not seeing Johnson or Jurassic or Sacco or Wood or Cofield or any of these guys coming down to the pit lane.
All these guys that are pitting are passing the leaders, though. Like Tristan Bruce just got by him, and now he's back on the lead lap.
I mean, you ever heard of the cliche bringing a knife to a gunfight? Well, that's what's happening when you got 4 brand new freshies and you're got 40 used up tires. I mean, they're blowing by the leaders. But I just think I think you're crazy if you come down pit road.
Unless you
I'm
have
gonna
to.
call it. I'm going to call. No, I'm telling you right now, you're crazy if you come down pit road with 10 to go. If you're Ryan Johnson, if you're Jordan Jurassic, if you're Nicholas Sacco, you've made your bed. You got to lie in it. Now, we don't work a lot together, Jim, but I'm telling you right now, these guys have put themselves in a predicament that they've got to stay on track. You can't come down pit road. It ain't going to happen.
No, I don't disagree with you there at all. I mean, and the closest guy with fresh tires is still let's see how far he's back from the leader. 25 seconds back.
If these leaders come down to the pit lane, they're going to shock me. I just don't see it happening. As Ryan Johnson, you see the tires are going away.
Oh, yeah.
You saw how loose he was a moment ago. He was sideways.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So right now, Matt Lee is 24 seconds behind the leader. He's not going to catch him in 9 laps. Even at 2 seconds a lap, he's not going to catch him in 9 laps.
Ryan Johnson looking to pick up another win.
What'd you
it
say?
would be his 42nd career win if he pulls it off.
Wow.
In his 218th start of NASRA,
Really?
if Ryan Johnson wins this race, he will collect career win 42, 128th top 5, and it will be his 163rd top 10.
That's like a 20-something% win percentage. That's insane.
Pretty much. 19% to be exact, as you said, win percentage. 8, make it 8 to go. Coming to the line. It's right now 7 remaining. Johnson, Jurassic, Sacco, Wood, Cofield. I don't see anybody stopping if you're up in those front trucks. And right now, the question is, will they be able to stretch it out for the finish? I don't think it's a matter of fuel. It's a matter of surviving on tire wear.
Yes.
But I think they're going to be okay, honestly. I mean, you might see a change. Here comes Jordan Jurassic. He's going to try to make a push on Johnson. We noticed Johnson slowing down significantly the last 10 laps or so. 5 to go at the line.
I mean, I think that JD may have saved a little something back there, but his tires are even older by a few laps.
Right.
I just don't, it's going to be hard to run him down. I mean, unless Tiny Horse, you don't get 40-something wins out of 200 starts and not know how to milk a set of tires home. You know what I mean? You don't win like that and not know how to get your tires home. Oh, JD's pitting.
Jurassic's in. Wow. I think he just realized I can't go. So my take is that fuel, though? Yeah. I think that's fuel.
Well,
that's fuel. Is it going to be enough? Lap 98 was when Jordan Jurassic pitted. Ryan Johnson pitted at lap 102. Johnson, Wood, Sacco, and now Matthew David Wood is 3 seconds behind Johnson with 4 to go, 6 miles remaining at Homestead off turn 4.
Yep, and Matt Lee now is 16 seconds back with 4 to go.
And by the way, that is 11th, 19 seconds back in 11th position for Matthew Lee. Boy, if you're John, I mean, I'm telling you, if I'm Ryan again, I'm going to say just burp the throttle. Throttle. Don't try to cause your truck to spin. Do not try to make any mistakes. You see Matthew David Wood.
That's why he's riding that high line.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's easier to run up there, and if you do lose it, the wall's going to catch you and keep you from wrecking it. You're just going to skim along the wall.
Johnson driving a little bit different lane than what we're watching MDW do, and I think that's allowing him to, Matthew David Wood is reeling in Johnson, but not by much.
No, I tell you what, Sacco is right here trying to put a move on Coalfield as well.
4 seconds back.
Bit. Oh, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah,
he's
4 seconds back from the lead. Yeah.
It's right now 2.5 seconds. Matthew David, MDW. Matthew David Wood, there you see him. Here, kitty, meow, meow, meow. Will he run down Johnson? I don't know. He hit the wall. He hit the wall again. 21 in the wall in sparks. And this allows Johnson to clear him again. Look at him. He keeps hitting the wall. 2 to go. They're coming to the white flag next time by.
Tiny Horse is holding on, but look, MDW is still flying. He's closing the gap, skimming the wall up there.
Flag. Here he comes, Jim. Here they come to the line. The Darren's Detail and Shine. 1 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the final lap for 2025 for the world of NASRA. Ryan Johnson.
No, he's not going to get there.
Former Xfinity champion, a truck champion. The Tiny Horse from Salem, Wisconsin, works his way into turn number 3. The money may be gone, the brain may be shot, but the tires on the 38. Oh,
no, he's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. MDW wins it. MDW wins
Johnson
it.
Runs out of fuel. Matthew David Wood's going to win at Homestead. Ryan Johnson runs out of fuel on 4.
Oh, somebody's coming across the line there saying hello. Wow. Wow.
It's hard break for Matthew. It's going to be Matthew David Wood to win. Ryan Johnson ran out of fuel coming off turn 4. Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. I saw him coming hard there, and I was like, how is he catching him so fast? Wow. Let's see. So, yeah, you can see MDW here closing.
I don't think it was a matter of tires. It was fuel.
Yeah, it was fuel. You can see it. He's out. He's out there. He pulled off the track. Yeah, he pulled off the track. Wow, that has got to be heartbreaking. That has never happened to me, but I can only imagine what that must feel like. All right, one last thing. This is cold-hearted. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to.
Ian Johnson will still end up finishing third. Jonathan Cofield, by the way, who had a problem earlier in the race, will finish second. Watch this again.
This is
on board with Ryan Johnson.
No, this is MDW.
No, Matthew David Wood. Okay.
As he sees Tiny Horse down there on the bottom, out of gas. Wow. Look,
now let's go on board with Ryan Johnson, because you'll see the RPMs. You'll hear the truck burping on the throttle, trying for any type of fuel he can get left. You see, MDW was okay. Johnson was not. Back straightaway. Look at this. He's got it to the floor, and that's where it happened right there.
Oh, that has got to be devastating. He picked it up. He picked it up.
This is what he kept doing. He kept killing the throttle, killing the ignition to fire it up and conserve fuel. And when he did, coming off turn 4, the fuel was gone or the truck wouldn't fire back up.
Okay, here, let's ride the whole last lap with him.
All right, Ryan Johnson. Watch the RPMs. So this is coming down to the white flag. Let's see if he kills the throttle going into the corner. Yep, hear it. There it goes. He's burping the throttle, trying to conserve fuel. He gets in the gas in the middle of 2, on the gas again. Back straightaway. Back up to 65, 7,000 RPMs. Then he kills it again. And this time, when he tried to refire, either it wouldn't fire or he ran out of fuel. Look at that right there. Listen,
man.
He got fired up again. He ran out of fuel.
Yeah, just out.
Jim, you hear the RPM shoot up, but then he runs out of gas.
Wow.
What unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, let's get a look at these race results here.
What a way to end the season. What a way to end the year for 2025.
The year, not the season.
I'm telling you. What a way to end the 2025 fiscal year for NASRA. And we have a little break for the holidays, Christmas and New Year's. Look at this. MDW picking up the win over Jonathan Cofield. Ryan Johnson, he'll finish third. We'll get his thoughts in a moment. Nick Sacco, top 5 with Matt Cherry, Matthew Lee, Ed Osborne, Brian Chu, John Freeman. What a solid run for the 42 with a top 10. Tristan Bruce will finish in 10th.
Yeah, that's been quite. That was several impressive runs in there. Cody Knott finishing 11th. Luke Smith bringing it home in 12th. Flanagan 13th. Matthew Wood 14th. Isaac Bevan 15th. Jordan Jurassic finishing 16th after having to pit there with just a couple of laps to go. Devin Painter in 17th after that strong run early on. Adam Newton in 18th. And, let me see. Oh, I got to click here. I'll let you finish them out if you don't mind.
1920th, Josh Rodriguez, Dana Shepard, top 20. Raul Meza, the all-time starter of NASRA. Career start close to 479 tonight. He'll finish in 21st. Brandon Schumann, Adam Leidy, Curtis Banks, Keith Haney, top 25. Then, of course, it is Matthew Cummings, Huck Wigginton, Dan Hagan, Brandon Broadfoot, top 30. Eric Zimmerman and Shane Trotter did not start, the man from Asheboro. Almost an hour and 43 minutes time of race. When it is all said and done, it is the driver of, again, Matthew David Wood, who, by the way, has a 23% winning average. He has his now 36 career win. He's right behind the all-time win list in 4th, behind Ryan Johnson. 36 win and career start 155. This will be his now 81st top 5, 113th top 10 there, Jim.
What do you say we take a commercial break here and pay a few bills, and we'll pull everybody into the booth when we get back?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll grab the podium drivers and we'll hear the thoughts of the thrill of victory and agony of defeat for the final race of 2025 for the year, for the C.O.P.S Truck Series, getting ready for the holiday break, getting you ready for the NASRA 500 King of Daytona. All the details on that and more when we come back from Homestead, Miami. Your winner is MDW.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Back here at Miami, we are getting ready to grab the podium drivers for the final time for the 2025 year in the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series tonight at the Millie's Restaurant and Catering. 225 when it's all said and done. Matthew David Wood picking up the victory. It is his 36th career win. Matthew, was it tires or was it fuel? Was it saving? Were you conserving as well, or was you going to be okay with fuel strategy there at the end, sir? Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we were. I thought I had pitted at a really bad time. We were in a very awkward spot with that immediate caution because, all the other guys had already pitted. We were about 10 laps from the pit window when they pitted, so we were going to be about 5 laps short, I think, 4 or 5, and I pitted, and then in the hopes that they would run out of fuel, I just started saving right from the get-go, even out of pit road. I knew the guys that had pitted before us weren't going to make it. If I was saving and I was barely on the number, I knew they weren't going to make it. I thought Ryan was going to make it because he hadn't really slowed down much. But I was coming up through the field, and I was saving a lot of tire doing that, but I was also burning off the right front because I was trying to, not use any brake. I was just shutting the truck off completely all the way into the corner, even before the braking zone, and letting it roll. So I was burning the right front. That was going to be my problem, but had a great battle with Jurassic there for the first 2 stages. I felt like I was faster, but every time I'd get to him, it'd just be impossible to pass him. And, that's Jordan for you. Me and him always have good battles and officials too. But that was a really, really fun race. But again, I just feel absolutely gutted for Ryan because I can't imagine that feeling. That's horrible.
And I'll tell you what a consistent, if you will, drive. I want to say keeping up with your stats because, I'm not the Friday Night Cops announcer. I just come in when I can. But Matthew, I want to say this is your 3rd win and back-to-back after winning Indianapolis last week as well. So obviously the momentum definitely continues for you to put yourself in the opportunity or the driver's seat, if you will, to go for a championship. That's something that's eluded you.
Yeah, that's it. I've been really, really fast over all the seasons that I've been here, and I'm still yet to get a championship, and it's always that final race format. I could be 100 points in the lead. I think I was at one point, and, I lose in that final race, and it's not like that this year. We're doing something different, so I'm hoping that can give me a shot at least being, at least the consistency being there. But again, I got to thank Outliers. They treat me like family. McConey and all them, they do too. And of course, we're Everybody's thinking of the Biffle family. I like Cofield's paint scheme. I grew up watching him. I started iRacing with his number, and I always loved Biffle. But we also have to think his family was there, his kids, 2 family friends, and their kid was on that plane.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most horrible tragedies you could ever have in aviation. But we're going to remember Greg for something that I think he wanted us to remember him as, and that's a wonderful driver, but even more of so as a human. And I put that on my helmet. I don't know if it loaded, but of course we're thinking of them, thinking of all the other ones that we lost, including Michael and Nett. It's just been a horrible, horrible week and a couple of weeks of racing. But I thank the Lord that he's given me this opportunity to be here, and I just can't imagine what it's like for those families.
Yeah, a lot of loss in 2025. Definitely ready to just hit the reset, and hopefully that 2026 will be a lot better. Matthew, congratulations, obviously, all of the people there. And we are going to grab now, as I mentioned, Matthew David Wood, his 3rd win this year, career start number 155, his 36th career win, 81st top 5, and 113th top 10 there for the driver of that number 21 machine. Before I let you go, man, do please thank your sponsor.
Yeah, again, Outlier. Outlier Racers for Christ. They do a lot for me. NJB Designs and Matt Cherry. They're the ones that always make my paint scheme, and everybody that's around me supporting me. Hopefully, I push myself really hard. I want to impress people with this and try to go somewhere with it. If not that, meteorology. So we'll see where it goes. But at 16, I'm just trying.
There you go. Matthew David Wood, ladies and gentlemen, MDW picking up another win. Let's grab now 2nd place and Jonathan Cofield. Jonathan had problems earlier in the race. You rallied back. You finish with by the way, Greg Biffle tribute truck as well. The Cheez-It Century. It's not the 60, but it is the 58. But I know it's a tribute to Biffle, as you told me on social media earlier today. Finishing in 2nd place, man, you're taking the race and overcoming the problems you had to put that truck in the podium.
Yeah, I just want to first say amen to what Matthew David Wood said there about the Biffle family and everybody involved. Just horrible day for the racing sport, and really thinking about all of them. But had a good race. Running the top 10. I think I got a 7th in stage 1 and 7th in stage 2. But yeah, pretty good night till the fuel strategy come in right there at the end. Saved a set of tires because I figured they would be a caution with a handful of laps to go, but that never happened. And I think I had 0.2 at the line of fuel left. So clutch it just like David Wood said, just clutching it right off pit road, trying to save all you could. I really wasn't keeping up with who could make it and who couldn't. I'm not running this series, so just out here. Love Homestead, one of my favorite tracks. Just wanted to come out here and run with these guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Jonathan, this place, Homestead, Miami, you said you really enjoyed this place, but you had your share of some bad luck earlier to persevere and fix whatever issues you had to come back there and finish in 2nd. It's got to be like a win for you to close 2025 also.
Oh, definitely. Anytime you get a podium with these guys, it's a win in my book, but because everybody's really, really good in here, man. And I appreciate them letting me come in here and race and have a good time.
Well, Bud, before I let you go, please thank your sponsors.
Yeah, Cheez-It. Getting a little hungry here. Need a bag of Cheez-Its. That's for Greg Biffle right there, man. Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Cofield Supply and Service. Everybody at Blue Lights for just letting me hang out. And Lucas 3D Designs.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jonathan Cofield. As again, that truck will finish in the number 2 spot. What a way to climb back in there and rally up 12 spots to finish in 2nd. Let's grab now Ryan Johnson. Oh, man, the man out of Salem, Wisconsin, the Cheesehead on route to another win, another big win for the man, 3rd time on the all-time win list. Ryan, it looked like from video you were burping the throttle, cutting, conserving, trying to do everything you could to save. It just ran out. Is that the take of what happened, but still able to to putt your way across the track, if you will, putting for third place?
Yeah, I just didn't start soon enough. I whenever I got to second place behind Lee, I started thinking, and I'm like, man, I think he's going to have to pit because I think he pit the caution before a bunch of us did. And yeah, I was trying to figure out who would have to pit and who wouldn't. And I just didn't start saving soon enough. What's funny is I had almost this exact situation Monday this week. I almost went a full lap without fuel and won that race. But
Yep.
yeah, I just didn't start saving soon enough, I think. And yeah, I mean, kind of hard to go when you got no fuel. So congrats to MDW. I mean, he was fast tonight. Jordan was fast tonight. A lot of them guys. It was fun battling with them. Matthew Lee too. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, from the start of the race, that the first stage, I had equipment problems, and I thought I was about to wreck. So I can't complain too much for what I thought was going to happen. So we'll take it.
I got to ask you this question. How different or similar is the competitive nature of the NASRA Truck Series, whether it's C.O.P.S on Friday and obviously DSR where you won at on Monday?
I mean, honestly, the competition is pretty good throughout all the series we got here. Honestly, I don't feel a big difference from, when we used to have Tuesdays to Wednesdays to, Thursdays or Fridays. I mean, it feels the same. Like when you're running the race, I think typically the aggressiveness is higher here, but a lot of the time, I mean, I know a lot of these guys are, good drivers. They can keep it clean when they want to, and I think tonight was, for the most part, a good show of that. I think it was a pretty low caution race. At least that's what it felt like. So it's always fun running here, though.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, please thank your sponsors. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Ryan, and we look forward to seeing what's to come for 2026 and what you do with your endeavors.
Yeah, I just got to thank Brady, all the admins, putting NASRA on. You guys up in the booth for broadcasting. Thoughts and prayers to the Biffle family. I got to thank Josh Suss and my Blue Lights team, our team sponsors, Merce Magical Creations, Concerns of Police Survivors, Starbase 1552 Comics, Florida Cabinet Distributors, being on the truck again this season, Coalfield Asphalt Refinishing, and Coalfield Supply and Service, and all the drivers for a great race, and everyone tuning in and watching.
Now, that long stretch of the race obviously held on, but running out of fuel coming off of that third, fourth turn. Ryan Johnson, however, will still settle for a podium finish for the driver in his 218th career start for NASRA. He has 41 career wins. He got that 41st win this previous Monday night of the NASRA DSR Truck Series. He has 128 top fives and now 163 top 10. Still a good winning percentage and run podium for Ryan Johnson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will close the chapter of the 2025 year for the North American Sim Racing Association. However, there's a lot of great things planning, especially what's to come next. And now that my buddy Jim Cunningham has the right flyer, thanks to yours truly,
That's right.
Here is the details. If we could just, there it is. There's the details of what is the second annual NASRA 500 King of Daytona, presented by Blanchard's Towing and Recovery. There is all the information. It begins on Sunday night, January the 4th to Saturday, January the 10th. It is our speed week, if you will. And my goodness, Jim Cunningham, we're going to do it right out of the gate after Christmas and New Year's.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a blast, and rolling right into all the the Daytona stuff, coming in iRacing and everything. It's it's going to be a great start to the new year for sure.
A big one, no doubt about it. Make sure you make your plans to prepare. You can get signed up. Obviously, there is going to be multiple qualifier races than just the 6 that we had last year, lesser packs, and then, of course, those qualifiers lead up to the duels on Friday night, and then the big race, the 500-mile or 200-lap race on January the 10th at Daytona. Buybacks and so much more. Get signed up. Get prepared. That is the next event on NASRA after tonight when we go off the air. Coming up also in January, the Prosper Engineering program endurance. But here's also another one, the 6 hours of Le Mans. 2-man team. That'll be on I believe March the 7th, March the 7th, 2026, GTP, GT3, the cars, and it is coverage beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern time right here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We're going 6 hours at Le Mans there, Jim. That'll be fun.
I tell you what, I hope that I don't get called up to broadcast that because I think I want to race that.
So if I can tell you that Dean loves his endurance racing.
I know he does.
And I believe, if I'm being correct, that is March the 7th. That is on a Saturday. Saturday, March the 7th. So that is a Saturday, March the 7th. And you still got plenty of time to obviously get signed up for it. So Saturday, March the 7th, the 6 hours of Le Mans. And 2-man team. And again, coming in January the 20th, the Prosper Endurance, the Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. It starts at the Roval. I think we got a flyer for that one as well. Those are your next big 3 things coming up. So
I used this one to replace it.
You saw it earlier. So you saw the deal, the Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, January the 20th, and then the 6 hours of Le Mans. And obviously all of that is what's to come. So there it is again. There you go. There's all the great things that are coming up with NASRA. You're going to get signed up. Go to North American Sim Racing Association.com. Get ready to go here.
Let me say this just because I'm more of a road racer than an oval racer, although I do both. I broadcast a lot of road racing. There are not very many series out there that run 2-hour races like this.
Gotcha. Wow.
No, there's not. I mean, a lot of them will consider like a regular weeknight type event, an hour race, maybe an hour and a half, but those are usually like special events. So to be running these 2-hour events, if you really are into endurance racing, getting to that 2-hour mark really kind of stretches it out, and it's the real deal. So I will say that if that is the, if that's what you're looking for, if you're really into endurance racing, this 2-hour series, and it's going to be every other week, so it's not a solid every week commitment kind of thing. I think it's going to be a great series, and if I'm not mistaken, I think 18 weeks the season's going to run, so I guess 9 or 10 races, it's going to be, that's so cool. Like I said, when my schedule clears on Tuesday, I'm going to finish out that series racing in it. If you're looking for an endurance series to get into, that's the real deal right there, 2 hours.
Well, my friend, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm missing Alabama and Oklahoma. Jacob Reeves took off to watch the full Alabama game with his family. I am an Alabama Roll Tide fan, and I'm understanding they're leading by 10 right now, so we are getting off the air. No, listen, in all seriousness, much love to my buddy, the Redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves, Beaglestein Hopton, Jim Cunningham. Always a pleasure to work with you. I know that I think this is our second or third time working together, so for sure, thank you as always for all that you do. And everybody out there in the NASRA or the iRacing world, I want you to all have a happy and safe Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hey, listen, and I think you heard every driver that we spoke with, every one of our iRacing NASRA guys in the podium talk about Greg Biffle. You had your spill, and I had mine as well. And as you think about Christmas and New Year's and your family and your loved ones and being gathered around the tree, think about those that have lost their loved ones, and that's a prime example. There is a mom that of the Biffle or his wife or kids, family, friends that are missing them after what happened yesterday in Statesville. And for anybody out there that's going with loss of loved ones or friends or personal things going on, as you spend time with your family and loved ones, just be thankful. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a Christmas person, Jim. I despise it. I'm more of a Thanksgiving time around with family and friends. I think sometimes Christmas is overrated with all the gifts and presents and whatnot. And our family, we made the decision that we're not doing gifts this year. We're just not. It's been you heard somebody say it. It's been a bad year, and it has been a bad year, and it's been a bad year for my family and for work and their jobs and finances and just the life in general. So we all made the decision on Thanksgiving dinner. Hey, listen, we're going to get together. We're going to have a Christmas breakfast together, and we're going to have a Christmas dinner together. We're all going to come together. It's all going to be bring your own meal, or obviously bring a dish, and everybody bring their food together and enjoy it. But it's not going to be about presents. It's not going to be about gift cards or money or
nothing wrong with
and
that.
honestly, I'm for that. I think that's a great idea.
One thing I will say,
mindful of the people that are hurting in this holiday season.
For people right now who maybe like yourself that aren't big Christmas people or whatever, do something in memory of Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle was out there doing things, helping people. Hey, if you're not celebrating Christmas on Christmas Day, maybe volunteer to go serve dinner
a food kitchen.
or
help
whatever.
Just
do something. Buy a couple of gifts and give them to Toys for Tots. Do something. Thinking about Biffle and all the cool things that he did. To help people out, and maybe just do a little something extra during this holiday season to to remember him the right way. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're right. You're right. And obviously, as I said, just friends, family, your loved ones, your best friends, tell them you love them, because you never know when it's their time to go. You never know when it's your time to go. So, and listen, I want to say thank you in closing, because it's our time to go off the air. We will come back for the NASRA 500 King of Daytona presented by Blanchard's Towing and Recovery. If you want to show that flyer one more time. Again, this endurance series starts January the 20th, Le Mans, Saturday, March the 7th. And again, the big one, the next broadcast, Sunday, January the 4th. As we mentioned, the big race, the King of Daytona. You want to get signed up for it. You want to be a part of it. It's going to be a massive event. You can get signed up. Click on the QR code. When we go off the air, click on the QR code. It'll be available on the replays as well. Get signed up, because that is the next race after we sign off in a matter of moments. For Jim Cunningham,
you got to do it.
And yes, sir. For Jim Cunningham and all of our amazing crew, I want to say thank you to Brady LaBeouf, to Cody Knott, to all of the amazing people that we have had work with us along the way on production, whether it's been in the booth. I know Jacob and myself are normally the anchors. Thank you to what Jim and Dean do for production, because they make us look good. They make us sound good. Sometimes we have off nights, but for the most part, we try to put out a bang-up production for you, the audience out there. And I hope that you all have a happy, safe, and prosperous Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for 2026. For everybody at NASRA, thanks again to Millie's Restaurant and Catering. We appreciate them sponsoring tonight. And in closing, congratulations to Matthew David Wood. There's the flyer.
No, that was the wrong one. That was the King of Talladega one.
Anyhow, well, you've seen it. You can go on the NASRA social media, and you can get signed up for it. There it is. One more time, January 4th through the 10th. It will be live on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We look forward to bringing it to you. And until then, have a happy holiday season. We will see you, NASRA family, in 2026. Good evening from virtual Homestead, Miami. Congrats again to Matthew David Wood, the winner.